smoothly today. Get that window over there.
The content of this meeting is being sent to a third party. Yes.
And we are live, baby. I think this is the
Wow,
most
that was fucking
seamless.
fast today.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it says we're live, and then I can't find it. But yeah, we're live on YouTube. So
Whatever, man.
whatever.
We'll get there.
G'day. Welcome to this episode of Not So Secret Dad's Business. I'm Nate Newman. Of course, we got my favorite foul mouth chucklehead, Judge, with me. How you doing, big boy? How's your week been?
That's right. Good, fucking busy, man. That's it. We're in the end game for graduation appeals, and they just added like 22 more
Yeah.
because kids just found, well, adults just found out they were on the graduation list. So now all next week, I'm going probably 12 hours, like between day school fixing them, teaching them, and then night school. I'm going to be going probably 7 to 12, 1 o'clock every day.
So what,
Because
have you wrapped up spring break already, or is it still ongoing?
spring break's been over. Hunter's spring break is next week, so he's going to come to school with us Thursday and Friday. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. And then we're gonna go see one of my favorite comedians, Chris Porter.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be at Levity. I love that fucking dude, and he's such a nice dude too. If you've never heard him, go check him out. That's where I got the Cletus and Velveeta thing from. Remember I told you that?
Yeah.
That's him. Same dude. He's awesome.
Yeah, nice. It's awesome that you're going to spend a few days with Hunter at school too, man. Like I've got 4-day weekend coming up. So
Oh shit,
Eli
what are
and
you
I are
gonna do?
gonna. Well, Thursday we've got Anzac Day, and so that is
What the fuck did you just say?
it's Anzac Day. So it's like
All right.
Memorial Day for you guys over there, or Veterans Day kind of thing, right?
All right.
It's so Anzac stands for Australia and New Zealand Army Corps, and so
Okay.
it's basically a day for us to remember all our fallen soldiers through all the conflicts.
Now, do you do what we do, which is not acknowledge them at all and just have fucking barbecues and fireworks?
No, absolutely not. Eli and I, we go to the dawn service.
See,
So
that's awesome.
at dawn, you go to, we've got a park here called Remembrance Park, I think it's called.
Right.
And it's got a couple of, memorial statues and stuff there. And so
That's awesome.
they have a march through the main streets of Penrith and then meet
Right.
up there, and we have like a morning service where
Right.
everybody is there
That's
to
actually really
recognize.
nice. I like
So we're
that a
gonna
lot.
do that, and then we're gonna come home, do our morning stuff. I might take Eli up to the pub as well. They usually play some games and stuff. It's all
Oh
gambling,
shit,
but
that's cool.
they've got this
Yeah,
game that they
whatever. We'll
used to
check it out.
play in the trenches called Two Up, and it's basically two coins on a paddle and toss it in the air. It's like heads or tails kind of thing. But is it going
Okay.
to be both heads, both tails? Is it going to
Oh,
be one
okay.
of each? And you put your bets down.
That's cool.
Um, so might do that. And then of course Friday, I'm meant to be back at work, but I'm like, why would I have a day off on Thursday, go back to work for the
That's
Friday,
the
and then
fucking
have
worst.
Saturday,
Don't do that. Just
Sunday
take the
off?
day off.
So
No.
I booked that in on annual leave. So Eli and I are going to have just 2 days, or sorry,
Nice,
4 days
dude.
just hanging out.
That's good shit.
So yeah,
Are you
man,
wearing a Pulp Fiction shirt?
I am.
You've never seen the fucking movie.
I've never, no, but dude, I'm like one of the teenagers that wear a Nirvana shirt. I saw a video just
Did
the
you
other
see the
day.
fucking tweet of the fucking chick? I don't know, she's younger or whatever. She's like,
The
it's
Nirvana brand, I never had
yeah,
any
yeah,
clue that it was after a band.
yeah. It's so cringe that old people are wearing Nirvana brand clothes. I was like, oh man, you should have looked that one up.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a video. It was this chick that works retail, and she's like, "Did you know that she's called it Nirvana? The
Right.
Nirvana brand is actually like based after a band." I'm like, "How the fuck do you get this far into your life and not realize that Nirvana is
Dude,
a
it's not
band?"
on their radar, man. It's not on their radar. Like, did you see what this fucking idiot Courtney Love just came out and said? She said that nothing that Taylor Swift has anything to do with talent. She's not even interesting. I'm like,
Uh,
dude, the only reason why anyone knows who you are is because your husband was Kurt Cobain. Whole sucked. Your
Whole
music
sucked.
fucking
Yep.
sucks. Like the only reason why anyone went to go see you is because they wanted to be closer to your fucking husband. She's been riding that fucking wave since they were married and he died.
Yeah,
Fuck out of here. She's fucking dude. She to me, there's Yoko Ono and then her.
yeah,
Like that's how
absolutely.
fucking bad the two are.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. No, it's just fucking stupid, dude. Absolutely. Speaking of Nirvana, though, Eli started learning a new song at guitar now. So he was
No
learning
shit.
Seven Nation Army, which he started getting really good at, but he was starting to get a bit bored. So his teacher broke out, "Come as you are."
Oh,
And so
cool.
so now he's sitting on his guitar, boom, 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 boom.
That's
It's
awesome.
getting really fucking good, man.
Yet Hunter found Radiohead. I was playing
Oh,
it in the car because I was in a Radiohead mood, and
yeah.
Idiotech is his shit. So we got home, he just put it on fucking loop, and he was playing a video game too. I was like, "That's fucking cool, man." But they're on another level. They're just like that's beyond being a musician. Like those motherfuckers are insanely talented.
Yeah, they did Creep, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Making sure I'm
Which
on the
then
same
they
page.
hated that song because out of their library, which is so much better than that, that's the only one that ever got any play
I
on the
know.
fucking radio.
I know, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
There's so many good bands out there that just didn't get the airplay that they needed to.
Actually, years ago, they were the first band to put their entire new album up on the computer. They're like, if you want to give us something, give us something. If not, just download it. That we don't fucking care. And of course, that made the industry go crazy. But Radiohead owns all their own shit, so like you can't fucking tell us what to do. And besides,
Mm.
that's great because people hear it and then they go see you live. Like that's always been the thing because it's not even like they were making a lot of money on CD sales anyway. Like the
No.
artist makes very little. Like all their shit comes from touring and stuff like that.
And that's why they
So
fucking sell so much merch, because
yeah,
that's where they make their money now. There's no
yeah,
album sales or anything, and they make cents, like pennies on the
yeah,
dollar on Spotify streams
yeah.
and shit, which is
I heard
just
it's less
bullshit.
than a cent.
Yeah, it's
It's
fucking
like
stupid. They've
yeah,
got to get like billions of plays just
yeah.
to make any decent money.
Um, yeah. So I thought that was really cool. Like the kid found that and shit like that, which is
Yeah.
fucking awesome, man. Like some bands are just gonna live forever because of shit like that. Um, fuck, there was something else I want to say and fucking completely forgot what it was. So what is this Ruby thing that you were talking about?
Okay, dude. Yeah, I got to bring you up to speed on this. So we know on this podcast we hate YouTube families. Fucking can't stand them. Okay, Ruby Frankie. She had a now defunct channel called Eight Passengers, and she
Okay.
was a YouTube momfluencer. Um,
Can
now
we
she
just
was.
stop putting fluencer at the end of everything? Like I'm a cockfluencer. I'm a like. Can we stop doing that shit?
Don't they call them porn stars?
I guess the male ones. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. So yeah, she called herself a momfluencer as she would
Okay.
put up all
Okay.
this content of her raising her kids. Now, for a while there, she was praised because she was showing like a strict side of parenting. She
Right.
had no bullshit. Like, hey, these are the consequences. I'm not
She has
budging
8
from this.
kids.
No, I
So
think
what the
she
fuck is
had. I
her
want to
channel
say
called?
four, eight passengers. I don't know why it was
What the
called that.
fuck does
I
you
missed
ain't got
that
8?
boat.
You got 4, bitch.
I
All right.
missed that boat. So anyway,
Okay.
they're a Mormon family, so they stick by traditional Mormon values and all this
Okay.
sort of shit. Her and her husband started going through some marital issues, and so
And of course, they got to film everything.
and so they found themselves a marriage counselor.
Okay.
Jody Hildebrandt is this woman's name. So she came into the mix, right, as their counselor, and they're doing counseling and whatnot. And she eventually convinced the husband and Ruby that they needed to separate because he had looked at porn once. And so now he was a porn addict, and it wasn't good for the marriage or for him to be around the children.
But aren't Mormons allowed to have like 8 wives? So why does he only have one? Like I
Yeah,
thought that was the thing.
I don't know. I think that is the case with the FLDS church, where they're the more
Oh,
fundamentalist,
okay.
more
So he
fundamentalists.
looked at porn once, and they need to separate.
Yes, well, either way, it's a sin, right?
Gotcha.
And so she said he's toxic. He's a predator. He's a porn addict.
What
He's a
kind of porn was
sex
he
addict.
watching?
But God knows, I don't know. But he looked at it once, from what I understand, and she said, "I think it's best for your marriage that you guys separate, work on things separately, and then
Right.
when the time is right, come back together and
Okay.
rebuild."
That's
So
horrible fucking advice, but okay.
he's moved out of state, and then Jody has become best friends with Ruby. So now
Okay.
the lines are completely blurred. There's no line between marriage counselor and friend. And
Okay.
so then they started working together. Ruby jumped on with Jody doing like this online coaching shit and rada rada rada. Jody moved in with Ruby, and this is where everything went fucking pear-shaped.
Okay.
So where the red flags first
So
showed
the
up,
therapist moved in with the wife,
yes.
and no one saw that either A, this is all a setup for views, or B, she wanted to move the guy out just so she can get in, and she did it under the guise of that she was trying to give them the best advice
Yeah.
possible.
I don't
Okay.
think it was a sexual relationship between the two women, but it did become very codependent.
Okay.
And to clarify, they did move in together, but more importantly, Ruby moved her and her two kids that she had custody of in with Jody. Okay. The
Well,
other
that's eight
two,
then. Four,
the
two,
other,
and then the two
the other
ladies.
two, the other two, well, the other kids were older. They'd moved out. They were in college, that sort of thing. So she only had
Okay.
custody of the two youngest. So yeah, the first red flag showed up when Ruby decided to do a video that the school had called her. And the school had told her that her daughter went to school without lunch. And she goes, "I don't know what you mean. I made her lunch."
Right.
And they said, "Well, she has no lunch." And so they said, basically, she says she left it on the kitchen bench. Can you bring her lunch? And she's gone, "No, I'm not going to do that. She can go hungry, you know. And if she does go hungry, she won't forget it a second time. She'll
Okay.
never forget her lunch again." So on one side, you had people going, "Yeah, fucking tough love, go mum." And on the other side, you had people going, "Wait, so you're not going to feed your kid at school? Like, sure, she forgot her lunch, but still your
But now
responsibility
you're
to
not
make
going to give
sure
her
she's still
anything.
fed." So that's
That's not.
when,
That's not good parent. That's not like I'm going to teach my kid a lesson. Your kid needs to eat, not only for the fact that it's a child, but a kid can't can't function without food.
no, they can't concentrate, they can't focus, they can't do anything at school.
Yeah.
They might as well just go to sleep. So when all of this really blew up was, I think it was the end of last year.
Okay.
Because she's currently in prison.
Holy shit.
Both her and Jody are in prison. So, where it all
Whoa.
came to a head, the 12-year-old boy managed to escape Jody's house and went banging on neighbors' doors up and down the street.
Okay.
And he was captured on several different ring doorbells going up and down the street, just knocking on doors. Finally, he got to a house, knocked on the door. There was no answer. He was going to walk away, and the man came out. And he goes, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" He goes, "Oh, look, I'm hungry. Can I have something to eat? Do you have some water?" And he
Right.
noticed this kid had duct tape and saran wrap on his wrists and his
Holy shit.
ankles
Right.
because he'd run away once before. So, what had happened, as it all transpires, obviously police get involved, all this sort of thing. The kid was emaciated. His sister was in a room without any furniture.
Okay.
The police found her curled up in the closet. It took the police 2 hours to coax her out of the closet. She was that scared of them.
Holy shit.
They found out that the boy, sorry, they thought the girl was a boy because her head was shaved. Turns out
Right.
she'd misbehaved at some point, and the punishment was shaving her head. So they'd shaved her head for whatever reason.
Jesus Christ.
The boy, he was forced to sleep outside. He didn't have a bedroom. He was forced to sleep outside
And this is all with the new lady?
with the supposed marriage
Wow.
counselor.
Wow.
And Ruby is going along for the fucking ride. Okay? So again, I'm kind of torn here. And you'll see where I'm coming from at the end of this. I don't know who's more in the wrong, whether it's Ruby or Jody.
Right.
Right? So the reason the boy had been duct taped and bound like he had was because he'd run away looking for help once before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they probably
So
sent
they
him back home.
so they basically bound him, left him in the backyard.
Yeah.
The police had found a note he had written in the backyard with pebbles, just saying, "Take me to jail,"
Whoa.
because he wanted to be anywhere else but that place.
Yeah, of course.
And so yeah,
Jesus.
both her and Jody are now in prison on several counts. I think they pleaded guilty to 4 counts of child abuse each.
Oh my God.
Ruby has claimed responsibility for what she had done, what her part in it, and said, "Hey, look, I fucked up and I did something wrong." But Jody, on the other hand, is taking no responsibility whatsoever and acting like the victim. So my question is, how does somebody put all this shit on YouTube for so fucking long, and the only red flag is that the kid's not taking lunch, and then all this shit happens?
Dude, I don't know. That sounds like a cluster bomb of fucking secret shit. Like that's a lot to that's like serial killer stuff where you're like, oh, he likes, the to handcuff his wife, and then you find out he's fucking beating teenagers over the head with like salami. Like where you're just like, wait a minute, like how does the one get to like how
The
like
fucking New Jersey salami murderer.
that like that's me. That like when you find out one thing, it's never the thing, right? At least in my experience, when you find out one thing about somebody, you're like, well, dig a little deeper, you're gonna find something else. Like that's
Mhm.
what it is. Like it's never just like, oh, he likes his wife to dress up like a fucking stewardess. It's always that, and like there's like sub levels to what this person likes, but you only find out about this one. Then when the rest of the shit comes out, sometimes it goes this deep. Like I remember there was one family who were filming themselves use their son as target practice with a crossbow and selling it. Okay, now they were very trailer park. We're talking like this is like yeehaw, like we're talking
Rita for
down south.
Velveeta.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, what? What? How did like? What, you're sitting in your kitchen going, man, money's tight. You know what we should do? Fire fucking arrows at our 6-year-old. Like what? Like how does that even? Like how do you find out someone even wants that? Like what is the market for kid with arrows in it? Like what the fuck, man? Like I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, man. Like, look, I've never ventured past the internet, right? Like you've got the clear web, which is all good. Then you get Tor, and you start looking at .onion websites. I think that's where you find that shit
I don't even know what
on the
that shit
dark
is.
on the
I don't
dark
know
web.
what it is. I will never. I don't even know how to find it. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh,
There's,
there's a
however,
whole heap that you need. You need a VPN, you need encryption, you need a separate Tor browser. If you're going on the dark web, you're better off having a whole separate computer for that shit.
is the VPN the one that's like I'm in England today, and it'll
Yeah,
put
so
your
it
oh,
hides
okay.
your IP address, so you can set yourself to be anywhere in the world,
You can go
essentially.
wherever you want, and they'll be like, oh, I got to look for this person. He's in England
I
and
could
shit.
get a VPN and set it to America and then get everything that's on American Netflix. Or
Oh, all right. Well, that's
you could
pretty
do the
cool.
same with set it to Australia or England or fucking whatever. You can
Right, but
find
you can also use it
it.
for evil too, right? Like you
That's
can be
right.
like, I'll all
It
right, all right.
hides your identity. It puts you behind like a fake firewall and like a
But
smoke screen
and
in a way.
that's but that can't be like with the brains and stuff that they have working at CIA. That can't be the end all be all for that. It can't be like, well, he's using one of these. Like, there's no other way to find. I mean, I guess there's no other way to find somebody. Holy shit, man!
But
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm just
no,
like, but that leads us into fucking flawlessly. The one thing I found was, it's weird to go. Here comes our first non sequitur, ladies and gentlemen. I always wanted to find out what states in America search for different kinds of porn. Like, what is the head porn in different states? So I saw something from 2023 And I was like, I'm fucking blown away by some of these searches. Now, the thing I have are the most searched terms by state.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
dude. And I want to throw it out there. I think I might have seen this as like Alabama had like ebony or something like that.
So it's changed since then.
Oh, okay.
That was. Do you want to hear some of the fucking highlights? And I know we have, like, I know Jai's out in California, rest of us in New Jersey, some Pennsylvania.
We got Minnesota in here as well, I'm pretty sure. And yeah.
Okay. So let's start there.
Let's start at Minnesota. What's happening in Minnesota? What are they searching?
The number
Andre, you dirty bastard. What are you searching?
Well, it's not actually. The number one fucking search term in Minnesota is tickling.
Tickling. Ooh.
Tickling. That's it. Just tickle. That's fucking that's it. That's so wholesome, dude.
Gucci.
That's like tickling.com. It's just a bunch of people fucking tickling each other. Like, it's fucking adorable. Don't you know?
Don't you? Do you like that? Ooh, you betcha.
I was like, holy shit, man, that's so fucking wholesome. Fucking, but their neighbor in North Dakota likes loud wet sex. Like, oh my god, like that's a search term.
Wow,
that's going in and looking for that shit, man. Wet sex. What is going on in North Dakota? Like that's the number.
Maybe they're just not having enough loud wet sex, and like they're hanging for it, man.
Yeah. And some are like the number one in the number one search in Nevada is Vegas. That's their porn search, Vegas.
Why would you not just go to Vegas and go to the strip club?
I don't know. Like, maybe, I don't know. And besides, like, there's not a lot of people who live in Nevada. And isn't it like a majority of desert? Right? Isn't Nevada just...
I think it is. They're like Nevada, Arizona, kind of, yeah, Oklahoma, linking all up. It's all desert, but...
Who do you think has the weirdest one? I know you know your states and shit like that. Who do you think has the weirdest one?
Well, I'm just going to throw out New Jersey is probably searching like the New Jersey salami murderer. So that's
dude,
covered.
Actually,
I reckon the strangest one, I'm going to put it on either Florida or it's going to be south of the Mason-Dixon. So it's either Florida, Alabama, or Mississippi.
Okay. New Jersey's is weird. And I don't know. I've never searched for this before. Turkish. That's the number one. That's the Turkish. I'm like, really? Like,
I love it. You Google Turkish, and then there's some fat hairy guy eating a fucking kebab and falafel.
That's what I think, right? I'm just like, that's fucking strange. Okay, let's go to Louisiana. Yeah. South Mason-Dixon, big black dick. That's it.
Big black dick.
That's it. 3 fucking words. Bam, bam, bam. In Tennessee, it's giantess, like big women,
like Amazon
women. Yeah. I can get behind that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I've seen that. I've seen some videos like that where it's like the big tall chick. She's like 6'5" and just picking up the 5'2" guy and carrying him around.
I just looked at Texas.
Oh shit! What the fuck's happening in the Longhorn State, man?
It's one word.
Rodeo.
Ready? Creamy.
Creamy.
Oh my god! I'm fucking tired. That's the whole state. That's the number one. Oh. That's fucking gross, dude. What the fuck? Texas people, I need you to fucking
widen your search a little bit. I get the cream, but dude.
Oh my god, like that to me is worse than moist. Like the word itself. Oklahoma, I don't know what the fuck it's just sex dick. Like like those two words together.
Sex dick?
Yeah. I guess they don't know how it happens.
Either that or Oklahoma's just full of fucking 8-year-old boys using the internet for the first time.
Oh my god, dude.
Naked Bobs. Sex dick. P and VG.
And then Nebraska, I don't know what's going on with them either. Rub. That's it. Just rub.
Rub.
like dry rub, like rub.
See, that's interesting. I would have thought like corn cob dildo or something would be more
Yeah, like
appropriate for Nebraska.
Utah, #1 search, Mormon. Isn't that fucking fitting?
Isn't that surprising? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Mormon, actually, I'm surprised Utah hasn't got their top search term as soaking. Have you heard about soaking?
No.
So,
do I want to know?
Yeah, you do.
You want like a shorts thing? Okay. All right, here we go. Get them ready.
I don't think you need to stretch the shorts too much, but soaking is their loophole to get around vaginal sex, okay? So it's a sin to have premarital sex.
Right.
So the young kids, the young Mormons have worked out this loophole that if I don't thrust, it can't be sex. So the guy will get hard, he'll get hard, insert, and then let it soak. That's it. That's their loophole.
That's not a loophole, though.
They call that soaking. They're not actively having sex. They're just sticking it in and letting it soak.
I will remove names because I actually really like her. She was really nice. It just didn't work out for us. Because I was in my phase of just bouncing around.
Yep.
One girl was like, I'm saving sex for marriage. I said, all right. But she gave amazing brain, like amazing head, right? But she's like, so one night, she's like, you fuck me in the ass. That's okay. Yeah. I'm like, that's a thing. And that's the first. And since then, I've heard of it before. But that's a thing. They're like, no, this is a sin. But back there, which is sodomy, that's not. But this is fucking vital. That isn't. I'm just like, what the fuck?
And that's what's
I mean, I did it because
yeah, fucking, of course, you don't say no. You don't say no. But again, like, that's got me blown away because you look in the Bible, there's a whole fucking thing on Sodom and Gomorrah and how fucking God smoked them into the ground.
Yeah. Which, if you look up the definition, a sodomite is anybody who engages in sexual activity that doesn't result in a child. That means everybody on this planet, save some Jewish people, are sodomites. Guys, you ever jerked off? You ever get a blowjob? All that shit. That's all technically being a sodomite. A sodomite is any form of sex that doesn't involve or with the intent of having a child. So immediately when we read it, it's like, oh, they must all be gay there. Like, no, that's not what it was, man. Like, if you wanted a fucking humdinger, you went to Sodom and Gomorrah because you weren't getting that shit at home. And it was just like, yeah, fucking weird. But where's Rob located statewise?
He's North Carolina.
All right. So North Carolina's, I get down with North Carolina.
Rob says, nice hat, Judge.
Thanks, man. It's from Rob. I love it. Ask Rob, what do you think the #1 searched porn category is in your state? Let's see if he gets it.
What do we got, Rob? It'll take him a second because I've got the latency set on this just a little slow. That's okay.
While he's waiting, guess what the one for West Virginia is? Nip slip. That's it. That's so gentle. Just nip slip. No, like, fuck it. That's crazy, though, for a #1.
Yeah, okay, Rob, in North Carolina, which porn search has been most searched in your state? What do you think?
I have the answer. He needs to tell me
what
he
thinks. Judge has
the
answer. We just need you to give us an estimation of what you think it might be.
Oh, and by the way, Florida, fantasy. That's it.
Fantasy, that's it.
That's it. Yeah. So
go to fucking Disney.
Orcs and elves and, people in Disney outfits, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. What is wrong with you? Ohio is small dick.
Ohio was small
dick.
The
#1 search is fucking small dick, dude.
Yeah, well.
Holy shit.
I mean, but again, is it because they've all got big dicks and they haven't seen a small dick?
No.
What is the motivation behind these searches?
But in DC, dude, our nation's capital, big ass cop. It's 3 words. Big ass cop, dude. Just a big ass cop, I guess. I mean, it's fitting, I guess, because it's like the center of the government. God, that's fucking funny. Arkansas, not cousins, ass to mouth.
Okay.
In Arkansas getting fucking down and dirty, like quite literally.
Yeah.
Mississippi did not see this coming.
Okay.
Did not see this coming. Mississippi being who they are, like Christians and fucking Jesus and shit. Furries, dude.
Furries.
Furry animals, I guess, right? They like their animals. Like maybe that's what it is. And I know that's like a trope and shit like that, but like maybe that's the connection there. Fucking furries, man. Dude, Alabama fingering myself. Number one search. So if that's being searched, it's probably by women. So maybe they're just not getting any. Like fingering myself. Yeah.
But maybe the women are fingering themselves, and so the guys aren't getting any now, and so they're having a like, okay, let's look it up. Finger myself.
Yeah.
Do I need to finger myself?
Kentucky, love Kentucky, bouncing boobs.
Oh fuck Kentucky. Yeah! Let's go Kentucky.
Kentucky, we love you right now. Kentucky. That's the best. Let's look up and bouncing boobs today. I fucking love that, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to hear from Rob, but I'm really curious about North Carolina now. Sorry, Iowa.
That Iowa cartoon porn. Iowa
hentai. Yeah.
Illinois. I need some fucking people from Illinois because Illinois gets my clap too.
Deep dish.
Ass eating.
I guess ass eating. That's
give
a
it up,
fucking
Illinois. That's fucking good. That's a good one, dude. But Illinois, I keep looking down seeing tickling, and it's fucking me up. Fucking tickling. Wisconsin out there a little crazy too. Swingers, man. Number one search, Wisconsin swingers.
Yeah, upside down pineapples. Go Wisconsin.
Spitting that shit. Arizona, it's a little hot down there. So car sex. Car sex is the number one search in fucking Arizona.
Yeah, okay.
Idaho.
I have seen a spike in that though as well, not just through searches, but even in my yes, I have a recommended feed on Pornhub. Of course. You know, but even in my recommended thing, the latest thing to do seems to be for women, like doing the solo biz, is doing it in car parks and seeing if they'll get caught. They'll sit at fucking a Target.
It's the voyeurism, dude. Yeah, it's the voyeurism. Shout out to Jai and Wyoming, because Wyoming's the number one search goth chicks, dude. Give it up, Wyoming, dude.
Yeah, Wyoming.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Montana, the home of fucking hills and fucking caves and shit. BDSM. Fucking yeah, straight up, dude. Fucking what's going on in Montana? But Idaho might take the cake for me right now. I haven't seen the rest of them. Idaho, dildo ride. Idaho, no motherfucker, Idaho, because that's some shit right there. Alaska, sex doll.
Like
not people.
That makes sense though, because how many guys are out on the Yukon or out on fucking oil rigs on?
I guess so, but you'd search that to buy. Like that's your that's your number one go to. That's fucking weird.
I don't know. Rob's just said Idaho is into pegging. All right, but tell us, Rob. Rob, what's North Carolina into? We want to know what you think.
I was saying, because I got the answer. Shout out to Washington. They're very cute. Sensual sex, dude. Washington. Fucking home of Seattle and shit. Sensual sex. They want to rub in
Minnesota. I reckon they could get along really well. Do a little light tickling and then into some sensual sex. Fuck yeah. Have some candles,
can join up Nebraska with some rubbing. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Apparently, New Jersey's big on turkey. I don't fucking know. I don't know what that's all about. Dude, big ass cop. Fucking Maryland, glory holes. Maryland's
I've noticed that there's there's an uptake in glory holes lately as well. I don't know.
And New Hampshire, which is quite money. It's pretty, but this actually makes sense, man. If you're with a chick from New Hampshire and they got money, the number one search in New Hampshire, pierced.
Okay.
I get it. Because probably in a lot of that going on, like pierced and tattooed chicks. So yeah, they probably want to.
Are they pretty conservative? Are they in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking home of Boston, dude. In Massachusetts, just orgasm. That's it. Like, orgasm. Are they not making it happen? Yeah, that's it. I was gonna say that's kind of a strange.
Poor women, poor men.
Right?
Is anybody coming?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. Rob's just come up. Glory holes because the I-95 rest stops.
No, it is right next door, basically in Maryland. Well, kind of. The number one search in North Carolina gets my respect. Bubble butts. What
Bubble butt.
up, North Carolina? I'm with
Yeah.
that shit. That's a good.
Everybody likes a nice piece of cake.
And right next to North Carolina, South Carolina's top search is high heels. Ooh, they're getting it in
High
down
heels and
fucking
bubble butts, man.
South Carolina, dude.
The Carolinas, they could get something going as well.
Yeah. And then Georgia, ebony solo, just black solo.
That does not surprise me whatsoever. And I
Really,
knew
nobody else
one
though,
of the
just a
southern
solo shot?
states. One of the southern states would have that. Surely, it does not surprise me.
Yeah. Let me see.
That being said, though, again, some of these solo ebony girls, they get kind of freaky as well. Like,
I've dated a couple, man.
I'd agree with them there.
Indiana, chubby. Indiana's into chubby chicks, man, and chubby dudes and shit. Like that's their number one search.
I'm down with Indiana.
Kansas, close-ups, where you're just fucking like this, just checking it out, just fucking right in there. I think we covered.
What do we got? What's in California? What's California spitting out?
California. Oh my god! Ooh, ready for this one? Jai, all your people look up more than anything else Asian stepmom.
Yeah.
Asian stepmom.
That's
very
really specific. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say, man. Not just stepmom, Asian stepmom. New Mexico's Native American, which is fucking fitting.
Yep.
I want to know what like Australia's looking up. You know what? You do that. I'm going to read off some more of these. You fucking see what. Wait, are they states, provinces? Like, what do you have there?
We've got states and territories.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so we're good.
All right, will you do that? Loud, wet sex, North Dakota. Like, what are we doing right now? Hawaiian. They're keeping that shit at home. That's it. They don't. Let me see. And then some of the ones we didn't cover. What Missouri is transformation, like Autobots and Decepticons, or like trans people, like what? Because it says transformation, not like transformation, dude. If we got anyone from Missouri, if you know anybody, let us know, because I hear transformation, I think like Autobots roll out, put a dick in there, like that's
yeah, absolutely.
Oklahoma with their sex dick. What the fuck is going on? No, dude, I think that's all the states, man. I think we covered everything. But nip slip, like that's
nip slip. That's so fucking tame.
Oh, New York body swap. The fuck is that? Body swap?
Really?
What is it? Is that a thing? And Connecticut getting down with double vag, son. Connecticut, number one. Yeah, dude, they're getting in. Literally.
Scissoring, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but no lesbian. Like out of the whole thing, no like lesbian, no gay, not just the overall, man. That's what you got. So that's what we got over here in the United States. What are you looking at?
All right. So I found an article which it doesn't say exactly which states it is, but it has just the Australian top 10 most searched words.
Ooh, all right, wait. Start with number 10. Go 10 and count down.
All right, I'll go back. Where are we? So in Australia, the top 10 most searched for words were number 10 was Latina.
No, Australia, I'm loving you right now.
Because we don't have a lot of Latinx people
I imagine
here.
You don't, and they are fucking Brazilians and spice, dude. All right, and that's number 10.
That's
all right,
number 10.
Australia. Good eye, mate.
Number 10. Okay, number 9 is Indian. So I'm assuming, like Asian Indian, not Native American.
Well, yeah. Okay. Wow. All right, I'm with it.
Number 8 is cream pie.
Nice. Yeah, that's not even on this fucking list. How crazy is it? That's good though. That's good
number
shit.
7 is anal.
All right, so you guys are just like, is my category. I don't need a sentence. I'm just all right.
All right, now we're gonna bring it down a little bit here. Bring it a little more sensual. Number 6, massage.
Oh, you guys are fucking.
So I think we're all
slick
over
like
the place
that, huh?
there, yeah. And then we go back up. Number 5 is threesome.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm liking it.
Yep. Number 4 is hentai.
That's good shit, though.
Again, like
That's good
it
shit.
seems pretty across the board. Number 3 is Asian.
Asians cleaning up. Asian, that is like the one of 3 races that's in the American list. Yep. I mean, but California likes Asian stepmoms, but Asian's the only one that's up in there, man. And hentai technically has that Asian. Same, like they're speaking Japanese and shit like that. So you kind of have the same.
It's porn anime,
yeah, dude.
Yeah. So I'd still put that in the Asian category.
Oh yeah.
Number 2 is MILF.
Nice.
Let's face
it,
dude. We love a MILF, man. Love a MILF. And number 1 on the top 10 list was lesbian.
Wow. Okay.
And I mean, I remember growing up, like it was always the fantasy, like, oh yeah, like head up, try get in with some lesbians. That was always the dream. Now the top trending searches in Australia.
Yeah.
I don't even want to start from number 5 with this one because it's just so good. All right, so number 5.
Because I have another one.
Number 5 is don't pull out.
So cream pies, yeah. Okay. All right.
So that falls in with number 8, yeah. Number 4 is one night stand.
Nice. Dude, Australia's getting it in, dude.
Yeah. Number 3 is Aussie MILF.
Okay.
Fucking number 2, therapy.
Well, like going in like a role. I guess
there's a whole thing about doing your therapist, maybe.
We just started the show with that. Holy shit.
And then number 1 top trending search was sharing a bed.
Oh.
So I mean that's what I say. Number 5 was don't pull out. So I'm like, fucking hell.
Okay. I have another list. This is compiled from everywhere. Hold on to something. This is the strangest porn searches. No, the strangest searches just in general. Okay. The number 1 search, how to hide your drink in your bra. Like that's a thing. Like
well, they do, yeah, because I've seen women like smuggling liquor into festivals and stuff like that.
Wait a minute. Pickled onion condoms. What the pickled onion condoms?
I remember when your balls smelled like onions, it was a fucking bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Blowtorch stroker. What the fuck are people searching up? Oh, just in case, if you were wondering, one of the top searches is pies for women to get horny. Pies. Just food, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. And then there's sorry panties, vibrators with noodles, and Lego restraints. Lego restraints, dude.
That's fucking...
Okay. Yeah, that's fucking really weird, man.
All right. Now, I've also got, for 2023, 5 relative categories that were viewed more when compared to the world. All right. So I've even got percentages here.
Oh, nice. Love it.
Yeah. So British here in Australia, that's 45% more than the rest of the world.
I'm with it because I like the accent.
Indian, which is 56% more than the rest of the world.
Wow.
FMM threesomes, so female 2 males.
Male. Yeah, yep.
Up 63% more than the rest of the world. Number 2 is pissing, and that's 84% more than the rest of the world.
Shit.
And then the top one, again, is Asian, which is 155% more than the rest of the world.
Oh, my God, man. They're not fucking... Dude, they're not kidding, man.
Oh, shit. I don't know if we go here, but I've also got the most searched terms of 2023 for Ukraine here.
Go for it, because I was just looking up some other ones, too.
I got the Netherlands as well, Argentina, Colombia. I've got a whole thing, pornhub.com/insights 2023. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
All right, so let's have a look. So... I think I've got 15 here. So I'll start with number 15.
Okay.
Number 15 for Ukraine, beautiful sex.
This is really pretty.
Yeah. The next one up from that is massage. So go Ukraine. You got that one
All
too.
right. Yeah, they're loving that shit.
Big tits. Yep,
Nice.
I agree. After big tits, they've got squirt. So I guess
Whoa.
they.
Yeah, that's the only list so far that has that. Isn't that
Yeah.
fucking crazy?
Yep. And then the one that comes close after that is Russian homemade.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Ukraine going across their fucking enemy and be like, I want to watch a bunch of fucking homemade Russians go at it.
Yep. They got pussy licking after that. Ukrainian porn. Blowjob. And then we got number 6. Hard. That's it.
Just hard?
Hard. Hard.
Nice.
Yep. Number 5 is anal. Number 4, lesbian. Number 3, anime. Number 2 is
always
hentai.
topping the list, man. Yeah, it's
anime and hentai. And then number 1 for Ukraine is MILF.
Nice. See, man, that's what brings all the countries together.
Now,
stop nuclear war. Give us more MILF Asians, apparently, because that's what everyone wants.
Absolutely. Now, for the relative categories in Ukraine, okay?
Right.
Number 5 is toys, and that's 137% more than the rest.
Whoa.
Number 4 is vintage, and that's 150%.
Why would you want to watch? Wow, really?
150% more than the rest of the world.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that explains why would you want to watch vintage porn. You want to watch, if you want to see vintage porn, go to the fertility clinic and give a sperm sample. That's what
apparently, yeah.
Number 3, this is 189% more than the rest of the world. Fisting.
Whoa. That's fucking serious.
Okay, 322% more than the rest of the world is Russian. So, like, the Ukrainians really have a thing for the Russians. And then number 1 for relative categories, 343% more than the rest of the world, reality.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. All right, I'm with that.
So that fits in with the whole Russian homemade thing.
I have a list of the strangest porn things that people have ever searched for, and they actually give you pictures, not of the actual acts or whatever. Number 1, GIF porn. I did not know what this was. Apparently, it's just watching furries get it on. It's not called furry porn. It's called GIF porn, YFF.
YF, oh, GIF porn. I got YFF. What?
And and right now I'm looking at a picture of what looks like 2 people in mascot outfits going to town, but like really bad ones. Like I thought the whole thing, like I've seen people go to conventions and shit, and their shit looks like top notch. Like they make, like this is just 2 people. Like, look, man, dude, it's a penguin and a seal. Like that's it. It's just
okay.
Really fucking weird. Number 2, occult porn.
Occult or cult?
Yeah. No, occult.
Oh, like Ouija boards and
yep.
Alex Crowley. Well, imagine
Number
that.
3,
fucking jacking off to photos of Alex Crowley, man.
I didn't even know this. I did not even know this was a fucking thing. Japanese newscaster porn. So it's literally, so I'm looking at a picture of a chick who looks like she's doing the news, but like someone's like taking off parts of her clothes like while she's doing the news.
Yeah, don't they do that in Brazil and Argentina and shit like that as well? I know it's popular in South America, but
Four's not really straight bear porn, but if you're gay, you're gonna look up like you have 3 things, man. You're a bear, you're an otter, or you're a twink. So like I don't understand why that's in like the weird felching. What the fuck is felching?
Oh, dude, don't look into it.
It just says this one's nasty. The online definition of this
kind of
porn involves drinking.
Yes, so you have anal sex.
Oh, and then you could
unload,
okay, and then use twisty straws.
A straw in, and you suck it out.
Thanks for listening tonight, everybody. I'm gonna go and pour fucking bleach in my eyes. What the fuck, really? Holy shit! Number 6, not to be outdone, menstrual porn. Number 6, they just want to see blood.
I can't get on board with that. Eh?
No.
Like I used to go on. Number 7. Oh shit, this is a good one.
Fish porn. There's a whole bunch of videos of human beings behaving badly with all things aquatic. Dolphins, eels, turtles, nothing is spared. Rob, I think I hear our next safety brief.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I believe in one of the later episodes, not long ago, I mentioned to you there was a woman here in Australia that got arrested for
Yes,
bestiality because she posted a video online of her inserting a live trout into her hoo-ha.
but these are
So,
all. But so then, how can it be on? I don't know. All right, 8. I've seen this before. I've heard about this because I collect like the 1/6 scale figures or whatever. There's a whole thing where dudes will take videos of them jerking off onto like Barbies and like GI Joes and like figures and stuff. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. Like I don't get that, but that's a thing. Like I've
hey, look,
heard that shit
I'm not going to
before.
judge. I'm not going to judge if that's your jam, go for it. But
Look, especially if there's like a market out there, like if you're getting paid to do it, fucking do it. 9, clown porn, straight up clowns.
yeah, okay.
10, oh my, oh god.
Oh,
10, two,
before we
yes.
move on, I got something for the clowns, okay? So do
Okay.
you remember I mentioned that there was a show called Sex Sent Me to the ER?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. I saw an episode where these two people they liked dressing up as clowns, and in the bedroom they did balloon play. Balloons were their thing, okay? So anyway, she went in a hospital because she was having internal issues. Well, it turns out they finally got it out of these two people that she actually had a massive air bubble trapped in her uterus
Oh, because of the
because he
fucking
was
balloon.
trying to blow her up like a balloon.
Nice, dude. Nice.
So again, like there's a bit of flavor for everyone.
Um, 10, 11, and 12 is wild. 10, toothless granny porn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I want
That's
that
it.
gummy, son.
Dude, they call them gum jobs.
Oh, I don't want to fucking, dude. You know what? I quit. 11. I've seen this before. I don't get this. I don't get why milking, where like the guy grabs the girl's boob and like fires milk all over the place because she's lactating. I've seen that one before.
But I've also seen milking as like the guy's on all fours and then the wife is pretending to milk him like a cow.
No, no,
So, oh, it is
this says
lactation.
features lactating women, and it says this genre of porn isn't even niche; it's highly searched for. That's with that I don't know.
I
And
think
then
it's one of
12
those secret things that a lot of guys have.
and 12, I think this is a great one just to go out on because we're coming up on the hour. Santa Claus porn. Santa Claus, old Saint Nick got something in his fucking sack for all
Santa
the North.
Claus and his ho ho ho.
That's right. Holy shit, dude, we learned crazy shit today. Hopefully, you guys learned something too. I want to hear, like, I want to know if any of the people from the different states that we listen to can double down on this. Be like, yeah, I do look for that. Like, I know a bunch of people in a bunch of different states. I'm going to call them and be like, what is your number one search for thing? Like, I want to know if they're contributing to the fucking madness that I just looked at because I don't know, man. But look, to each look, I think if we've learned anything today, it's to each their own.
Mhm.
Get down however you want to get down. Just remember, you only have a half hour to get from your house to the fertility clinic.
Oh, I do want
No
to
superheroes. Isn't that
touch on
weird?
that
Like
real
no
quick.
superheroes.
Really,
Oh no, actually,
superheroes?
not well. Florida's fantasy, so maybe that has something to do with that
Maybe
too.
that has something to do with it. Yeah. Just to touch on that real quick, the half-hour line, right? I was listening
Yeah,
back to that the other day, and you were like, "Why is there even a timeline on that?" And
yeah.
I'll explain it. Half an hour is basically their lifespan, sperm lifespan. Once,
No shit.
yep, after half an hour, they start just dying off real quick. So that way they can get the
Wow.
most accurate sample number and all that sort of shit. So
I fucking listened to that episode at least 50 times. I fucking howled, dude. I could not breathe
it's why I
during the
had to put
fucking
it in the
taping of
best
that.
bits episode last weekend, man, because it was just
And I have to
one of the
fuck with
most
the
memorable.
levels because I was laughing so hard that I was blowing out
You're
the
peeking out the
mic.
microphone,
Oh
yeah.
my god, dude, I was weeping. Actually, I laughed like that during this one, during the fucking beginning, dude. I was laughing so fucking hard I started choking. Oh my god, this fucking show
Uh,
is awesome.
yeah, well, we're gonna
So
wrap it up here, I think, eh? We
yeah,
are done.
next I gotta search for some best ofs because no, May 3rd. I'm not going to be here. So when you guys tune in on May 3rd, there'll be a best of. But I'm going to go back to the back catalogs, and we're going to bring you guys some stuff from some old shit so you can check that out too.
I actually want to find something from the very first appearance when you
That's
were a
where I was
guest.
going to go. Like, I was going to go like 1, 2, 3, like something in that chunk and
Because
shit
that was
like
a
that.
good episode, man. That was well, that's titled "Don't Be a Shitty Parent,"
Don't be a
and
shitty parent. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that was a good episode, that one. So I'll be going back through the catalog as well. I'll find a few bits and pieces, and
Yeah.
but yeah, send me those timestamps, and I'll get them cut and ready to go for Best Bits 5.
As always, you guys are awesome. Thank you for joining in. Remember, in between, please send us your number one porn search, because now I want to know.
I
Me
want to
and
know.
Nate
Yep.
will start off next show with what like our number one is, but we want to hear yours too. So if yours doesn't match up with the state, obviously that's fine. We just want to know. Like, I want to know. So
And we'll
next
keep it
week,
all anonymous. All we'll share is what it was that you searched and the state you're in. We're not going to go telling anybody your name or anything like that.
I'm going to put it up. See, I wish you could do some on Instagram where people, I know there's a website that you can link to that just puts things up anonymously. I want to do that because, like I know people, but they might not want to tell me. So I want to find out if there's a way that I could put up like a link to something where it just gives the responses without actually knowing who it was. Because now I want to know what people are looking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
But some people are like, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you what it is. Big black dick. Like they don't fucking care. Yeah. So all right, yeah, that's it. So we'll start off that show with that.
Absolutely. Andre, keep in touch with me. We'll work out when we can get you on the show, big dog. And just so you know, from now on, we're going to be calling you Fargo. That's
Fargo.
it, man. We only give you a
Fargo.
nickname if we like you. So Fargo.
That's actually true.
Yeah. So we'll have you on the show in a couple of weeks, hopefully. But everybody else, remember, if you love what you're hearing, share it with your friends, because word of mouth is a huge tool that we've got. Give us 5 stars, give us 2 stars, give us no stars, but we'd like a small rating. That'd be awesome.
Oh, and a shout out to Joey Swole. That's the dude who
fucking love Joey Swole.
Yeah, he's massive, dude, but he's also like really big on positivity and leaving people the fuck alone at the gym. He's always putting up these videos of like people trying to film themselves and shit or doing dumb shit at the gym.
That people are walking in front of the camera
and he's contacted, like gyms have canceled people's memberships, man. Like that's good. Like at one point he put up something where this girl was doing like stretch videos, but the guy pretty much had the camera like up her fucking twat. Like and they both got banned and stuff like that. Dude, if you got so much money from doing this, make a home gym setup that looks like a gym and do it there. But I love that dude. Like that motherfucker is the truth. Like he really like he's being positive while also being like, dude, you got to stop doing that, man. Like people are going to walk in front of you because you're at a fucking gym. You don't own it. And then he just put up someone with a lady who's got, I don't know, like 4,000 followers. And someone walked in front of her because she's doing jump rope, but she got big boobs, right? And she's like, I hate this when people do this to content creators. What content are you creating? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that term is thrown around a little too fucking freely. You're not a content creator. Also, all these people like film themselves doing stuff, and to get out of it, they're like, I'm a journalist, because the one amendment says anybody could be a journalist at any time. So when they want to do something shitty, they're like, I'm filming because I'm a journalist. You need to fucking stop that, because you're not. That's a fucking loophole. Just because you fucking film yourself in a gym doing stuff, you're not a content creator. Like,
let's get fucking Webster on the phone. Hey, can you tell us what journalism is? What's a journalist?
Like Joey Swole's a content creator. Nikki Cass is a content creator. My friend Jennings Brower, he's a content creator or content creator. Because you do some push-ups in the gym, you got 1,000 followers, you're not making content. You're shooting a fucking video. Like, stop. If you go watch a brain surgery, if you scrub in and you watch, you're not doing brain surgery. You're watching brain surgery. Leave it up to the fuck. Like, stop. No, no, I'm not listening to that shit.
Look, there's a couple of people I'd love to get on this show if we ever could, man. And Joey Swole's one of them. Like, that would just be an all-round wholesome episode to have. I'd love to get our mate Javino.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to get Kevin Smith on the show, man, and fucking talk with him, because let's face it, I have such a hard on for Kevin Smith, man. I'll
call Mike Zapp from the stash and shit like that, because that was my store for a while. He's usually bouncing around doing shit. Plus, if he's on the show, we need like a 4-hour gap because that
Absolutely.
motherfucker can talk. So I don't know.
Absolutely. And
I'll
I've
shake
got
some trees, man. I'll see
way
what.
too many fucking questions for him. But yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? If I do do it, I'm just gonna not even tell you. I'm just gonna have somebody pop into the fucking waiting room,
Dude, I
and
just
it's just
pissed my
gonna be him.
pants.
I
I just
fucking hope
pissed my
so.
pants on the spot.
And then you got to sit with that for the rest of the time. No, you got to promise.
That I wonder if that's a search term, sitting in
Creamy.
pissy pants.
Texas.
Or is that part of
Texas.
wet sex? Wet
Oh,
noisy
God.
sex.
Wet, loud sex, sir.
Wet loud sex. Wet loud creamy
right.
sex in pissy pants.
Oh, God. Goodbye. I'm fucking bad. Peace. I'm out of here.
All right, guys, remember, give us 5 stars, give us a rating. Just show us some love. We love you, and we'll see you again next week.
Like,
Son of a bitch. That was...
dude, that was